This is Airds, a suburb carved from the bush in the 1970s. Meant to be safe, quiet, a fresh start. But last month, a young man's body was found in the bushland, a place planned for families, now holding secrets in the dark. Today I'm back in Sydney's southwest to show you the other half of a story I started in Claymore. Two suburbs, same promise, same problems, but is Airds doing it any better? Airds and Claymore were born together, twin experiments in mass public housing, but Airds took the experiment further. It used the Radburn design, houses turned away from the streets, linked by hidden footpaths. It was meant to protect kids from cars, instead it made it easy for crime to hide and hard for police to find it. At first glance, Airds was meant to be a model suburb, a blueprint for how families could live safer, greener lives away from Sydney's chaos. Planners borrowed the Radburn idea from America, an experiment from the 1920s. Its promise: neighbours mingling in shared green courtyards, kids walking to school without crossing roads. Back then it sounded revolutionary, but winding paths and hidden nooks just didn't shelter kids, they shelter crime too. Airds stands both as a dream and a lesson, a bold experiment that shaped thousands of childhoods in its maze of cul-de-sacs. Here's another place that's being emptied out. Crazy. Today about 3,200 people live in Airds, about half the size of Claymore, but the same struggles back then. Over 90% of the homes were government owned. Now that's changing fast. The Airds Bradbury Renewal Project is bulldozing the old streets, replacing them with townhouses and duplexes. When it's done, only 30% will be public housing. The rest is up for private sale. Sound familiar? That's exactly what's happening in Claymore too. If you've ever walked the winding back alleys of Airds at night, you'd feel it. Front doors turned inwards, fences boxed neighbours in, and hidden footpaths became blind spots. What started as safety from cars turned into cover from petty theft, vandalism, and sometimes worse. A community built to be open slowly learned to hide behind curtains instead. These places are part of Sydney's bigger crisis. Too few homes, too many people priced out. So the plan is knock down the old housing commission blocks, build mixed communities, bring in paying buyers. It's a promise to end social ghettos, but it also means families who lived here for decades get a knock on the door, pack up, relocate, and maybe never come back. Most people driving through Airds don't realise they're rolling over layers of colonial history. Tucked behind schools and cul-de-sacs are traces of the first settlers, stone fences, old farm foundations, even the site where Agar Cottage once stood. Painted in 1828, early settlers and local Aboriginal people side by side. Some locals say if you walk the bush trails at dawn, you might find handmade bricks or rusted tools, half buried under the leaves, reminders that under the asphalt new estates, Airds still keeps secrets. Walking these paths you feel it, a suburb caught between the past and the future, a place that wants to be safe again, but still can't escape what hides behind the trees. A body in the bush, empty houses, brand new ones next door. We can rebuild streets, but does that rebuild trust? Drive through Airds today and you'll see two worlds colliding. The old brick flats waiting for bulldozers and sleek new homes rising in their place. For many residents, this renewal project feels like hope, a chance to break free from stigma and neglected housing. New roads, new parks, and new neighbours promise a fresh start. But change isn't always easy. Some families fear being pushed out of the only community they've ever known. Others mourn the tight bonds forged over decades. Still, the mood is shifting. Community gardens, safer streets and mixed housing have begun to stitch back the fabric that frayed for so long. In a way, Airds is rediscovering itself one brick at a time. Airds is changing. Same plan, same hope as Claymore, but the real test isn't how fast they can build new houses. It's who gets to live in them and whether these streets ever feels like home again. I think there's like a couple of empty houses down here too. So we'll go have a quick look. Yes, this is going to be a massive clean-up around here, eh? Yes, there's a couple places here that are empty. Obviously there was one in there, or a couple. It's all gone now, being demolished. Still a lot of rubbish bins around here, eh? Just makes the place very eerie. Yeah, so there's a couple of empty places there too. I guess they're kind of going around doing one by one. I guess as people can leave and find other places, then they empty them and start pulling them down, I guess. That's how it goes. So we'll keep walking around and take a look, and yeah, we'll just see what empty places there are and what ones aren't, and we'll just have a bit of a nosy around, and yeah, fascinating. Yeah, it's just a lot of fencing around, eh? Same as Claymore. I think that one's still got something in it, but there obviously was something there on the other side. Let's have a little quick nosy in here. Crazy, eh? It's like a big two-story place too. That's crazy. A few more places being pulled down. Yeah, so much like Claymore, you got all these fences around the streets and stuff. Just kind of crazy. Yeah, it's all empty now. I dare say there are probably properties in there at one point. Yeah, there's like a driveway sort of there. It's another empty place. Crazy. This quite big, that one. Very big. It's actually kind of alright, this one. It's a nice little garage. Yeah, that's actually kind of alright. Crazy. Just so many of these around. They're all dotted everywhere. Ah, there's just so many of these places around. See an old washing machine there. It's kind of boarded up, that one. Yeah, crazy, hey? So it's obviously been like that for a while, because you can see all like the yard sort of a bit hasn't been maintained for a while, or looked after. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, crazy. That's another one. Just completely burnt out, this one. Before I wrap up, here are some honest answers to questions I thought you guys might ask about places like Airds and Claymore. If they knock down so much public housing, where do all the people go? Most tenants get offered another public housing place somewhere else, but often it's far from friends, schools or services they know. Some families come back when the new homes are ready, but many don't. So while the streets get a fresh look, the people who gave them life can be pushed out. Why did they build Airds, then that weird hidden design anyway? Back in the 70s, planners thought Radburn design, winding paths, houses facing parks, not roads, would keep kids safe from cars, but hidden walkways and dead ends also gave cover for crime. But by the time the flaws were obvious, fixing it meant bulldozing whole streets, so they let it slide for decades. Has crime really dropped since they started knocking down the old houses? Some crime spots did get cleaned up, hidden laneways were removed, streets feel safer, but deeper problems like youth crime and drug use don't vanish overnight. So yes, the stats look a bit better, but locals know you need more than new houses to keep trouble away. Yeah, all these places are going to be coming down soon. It's crazy. You can kind of see what they mean, these little alleyways at the back too. They kind of just shoot off all behind the housing and that. So things are really starting to get cleared out now. Crazy. So we'll go for a wee bit of a look inside. Wow, crazy. It's probably the kitchen. It's all gone now. Stripped out. Coming on to the bedrooms. It's a toilet. It's a bathroom. It's kind of pretty small. It's a right bedroom. Minecraft. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so it's the backyard. Yeah, so they've actually got quite nice wooden floors. I reckon if you sanded those up and gave them a bit of a varnish, it'd be really nice. Yeah, so you can just kind of get an idea of just how much there is, eh? Like, it's really crazy. And you got out there, all that's going to get developed. Yeah, crazy. There's just so many little streets, like just all over the place, little cul-de-sacs and stuff shooting off down off the streets and bits and pieces. Yeah, it's a bit of a maze.